I do want to note that every room in this house has a beautiful view out the window. Don't view yourself. Not view yourself. Get a look at that view out that window.
Hello. Welcome to our home. Come on in. We'll show you around and tell you how we built the place. Squeaky doors and everything. Have a seat. Here, sit right here. We'll move some stuff out of your way. There you go. I think we'll start in the kitchen. Well, hello.
Well, hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the homestead. We're glad you're here. Well, it's been a while since we've been here, so we thought we would do.
2 years.
We've been here for 2 years.
Yeah, we've been moved in for 2 years now.
We moved onto the property March of 2021.
Okay.
It is now August of 2023, so just a little about 2.5 years that we've been on the property.
How long have we been in the house?
We started the house build July was when we, July of 2021 is when we poured the foundation.
Footings?
The footings,
Yeah.
I mean.
Okay.
And so it's just been 2 years since we've been in the house, or started the house and got in the house.
That's right. Okay.
So we will figure out how long it took us to build it, and
Took a minute.
look back and see. We'll put that in on how long it took us to actually build the house. So anyway, we've shown snippets of the house on videos here and there, and while we were building it, but we thought that all the folks back in Sweet Home Alabama and Illinois might like to see the house in its full.
In its finished stage. It's 98% finished. Still working on the back porch.
And a few things
And
inside.
a couple other things.
So
we're getting there.
Anywho, so we thought we'd just show you the house and kind of talk about what we did and how we did it and how we got here. So we're going to start in the kitchen because it is the heart of the home.
So as far as our cabinets, we ended up buying them at Cabinets to Go.
Cabinets to Go. But they're solid wood. I love the color. I never thought I would have white cabinets, but these are kind of an ivory-ish color.
I guess.
But I really like them. I thought it brightened up the kitchen a little bit.
And Kathy actually picked out not a gold, but
I 100% never thought I'd have gold fixtures.
I didn't either.
But they just go. So that the cabinets from Cabinets to Go. We got all of the appliances came from the Home Depot.
Yeah.
Stove, refrigerator, dishwasher, microwave, and then the range hood I got from online, I think at Wayfair.
Yes. And it it is not a dustless range hood.
It's not a dustless house. How about that? I might have missed a spot while I was cleaning today. So that's the cabinet. The counter, these countertops are butcher block countertop, and we
salvage place.
Southeastern Salvage.
We got these.
We got the countertops, and then Jim custom fit them to all of our countertops, and then we sanded and finished them and stained them.
Yeah, we stained them a dark walnut, I think, and then put a couple, 2 or 3 coats of a sealer clear coat on them. I think this is 9 feet.
It is 9 feet, yes.
I think it's actually 10 now.
Yeah.
But we couldn't find one wide enough and long enough to do the full 9 feet.
Because we couldn't find an island width that was 9 feet long.
Right.
They all stopped at 6 feet.
Right.
And so
we changed our cabinets up.
Yeah.
Had a little hangover here for the bar stools.
Yes.
And then we decided over here we would just do a step down. You'll have to excuse us. We had technical difficulties. Where were we?
It's the gimbal. I don't know how to work it. Okay. So
it's
now.
Kind of spooky because it follows you around.
That's right. So we were talking about the end of the island, the little step down.
Yeah, so I built this little wine rack, adult beverage area, and then we ended up putting the mini fridge in here as well.
Yes, which I love my mini fridge. And why is there
If you look up here, somebody had an idea.
That's right.
Your desk was going to be here?
Yeah, so originally my office was going to be right here, and that's why this light fixture is here, because I needed it over the desk, and that's why there's a 4
That's right.
Well, 6 outlets right there. So, but then as the build went on, I changed my mind and decided that I didn't want my office right here because sometimes I do conference calls and stuff, and I just would rather have privacy. And we'll get to where my office is in a minute. But then I thought, well, this is the perfect place for our Christmas tree. So when it's not December, it'll be a reading nook. Now Jim is going to, when he has nothing else to do,
build a book.
He's going to build a
bookshelf
right in there.
And then some of that stuff could go here.
And so all my cookbooks and all of that can go in here, which would be fantastic. But I love this little area at Christmas when we have our Christmas tree because it's out of the way and we don't have to really move a bunch of furniture around. And okay, so I want to show them the bar, the island. I mean, because the island is actually, we have 2-tone cabinets, so the island is a different color. So we picked this green color, which I really like it. I think it adds good contrast to the kitchen, and it matches this cypress wood so pretty. Yeah. And you can see we have good clear walkway in between cooking.
Oh, 4 feet, yeah.
Yeah, 4 feet. We did that. We designed that 4 feet on that. And then I elected to not have corner cabinets because I like my pot rack hanging right there.
Still, we've got to put something back here for the cast iron skillets.
Yes.
Because they're under that cabinet and they're heavy.
And they are heavy.
I love them.
So that is
hard to get to.
That is a corner cabinet with a lazy Susan. And then that pull out is a spice rack there. I'm going to pull that out and see.
There we go.
See all my spicy stuff in there. While we're at the island, we'll talk about
the beam.
Yes.
This beam, we'll try to put a picture in there of what it looked like when we first started.
Yes.
It actually was we have an old building that was still left standing on the property when we bought it. And this beam was in there. And at one time to the left of that old building, there was an old house. And inside of that old house was an original log cabin.
The log cabin was made out of chestnut logs.
Chestnut logs, yes. And this is old hand hewn. It is heavy. A little dusty, a little dirty, but that's okay. There's some fresh bacon if you like.
Look at that.
And a ham. We got a video.
We do.
Ended up, it's like, what can we do with that beam? And I was like, it's going to go over the island.
Yeah.
And we'll hang lights from it.
And then Jim ran the electrical, runs up that gold chain into the ceiling up there. Yeah. So this is the other side of our kitchen. And this is a vintage sink. Why don't you tell me about this vintage sink?
It's not an old cast sink, but it's the metal with the porcelain on it. And one of the neighbors actually found it, I believe. They said, hey, we might know somebody might want it. And I love these sinks.
Yes, I love this sink because it's got the 2 dish drainers on each side. And
it's nice.
And then that's our coffee station.
Little coffee area.
Oh, and then, so Jim, tell me about these.
Tell me about
this open shelving that you built.
Oh, yeah, it's dusty.
It's dusty.
This is actually some lumber that my uncle gave me. And this is actually a oak. And I believe it comes from a place in southern Illinois where this goes on tractor trailers.
That's right.
On the bottom of the tractor trailer, the bed of the tractor trailers, and I think the company or something went out of business, and he had picked up a bunch of them and had them storing in one of his buildings for years. And he said, "If you want them, you can have them." I said, "I'll take them," and I'm steadily still using some.
That's right. The brackets for that is just a cast iron pipe.
Yeah, it's actually a gas pipe.
Yeah,
the black is a gas pipe. As far as the walls, so we ended up going with. This is a 1x6 southern yellow pine through the whole house, and we stained it. Kathy actually stained probably about every board in here, and I installed it. Stained it as we put it up or before we put it up. It's a little bit more work to put it in.
It is.
But you know what? If you want to hang a picture somewhere, you can hang it wherever you want.
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere you want. You don't have to find a stud. It's going to do whatever. But so Kathy stained every board.
Every one of them. So I would stain them. We would let them dry
for a few hours.
And then Jim would
would
put them on. And
oh yeah. The ceilings are just a paint. It's a whitewash mix.
And the trim
50-50.
is the cypress.
This door trim
is cypress, and then so we did the whitewash on the ceiling. It is just a
it's a flat
ceiling
paint
50-50. We watered it down 50-50, and then I would paint it on and then wipe it off. And then Jim they would dry a little bit and he'd put them up.
Get up there and put them on.
And then that's Jim's oryx that he got in South Africa. So he has been a fixture in our house for 10 years since I met you.
Yeah.
So he's got him a permanent home now. And then the beam up there is wrapped with the cypress, and that does have a clear coat on it. And so that is difference. You can see the color difference. All right, so that's a look at the kitchen. I hope we enjoy it. It fits our family well when everybody's up here. We all get in here and have a good time, and neighbors come by and we all sit around at the bar and chit chat and stuff. Next stop on the tour is the pantry.
You have the kitchen. So part of the kitchen is basically part of the pantry.
That's right. So why don't you tell them about this fabulous door we got?
This door, again, our neighbors that got us the sink. There's an old house down the road a few miles, and this was one of the exterior doors on there, I believe.
It was the exterior
door.
And
I can't remember.
Buster and Bonnie Lou.
And Bonnie Lou apparently
was
some old radio host or something.
No, back in the 40s and 50s, they were a singing duet out of Knoxville, Tennessee.
That's
it was their old homestead.
That's right.
And so we got the door from their house because I think it's going to be torn down.
Oh yeah, original old hardware, all work. They're probably going to end up tearing it down.
Yeah, so it's kind of still got its little character. And
you can see where it was outside and weathered.
Yeah,
but you just leave it.
It's got some character to it. And so Jim built these custom. Don't mind my pantry, boy. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's always a mess, but you know what? Thank goodness it's always full too. So
this is all just made out of 1x6 southern yellow pine. It was actually a bunch of scraps that was left from all the woodwork in the house.
Yep.
And I saved them up and just made some of these little gussets right here and screwed it all together.
And it's just big enough. It holds the canning jars, and then these are wider shelves here in the back that just kind of hold all of our stuff. So that is a look at the pantry, which I love it.
The guest wing, I guess you could say.
You could say.
We'll just zip through here.
So here is, first of all, this is Maggie's station here that serves dog food. Our friend and neighbor, Daryl.
Oh, yeah, Daryl built this.
Yeah, Daryl built that little stand for Maggie because he loves Maggie. This is our laundry room. So we just did it's just a little built-in for the washer dryer.
Works good, small spaces, but we make it work.
So why don't you tell the folks about this beautiful wood that's on the wall?
Oh yeah, this is blue and buggy.
And apparently it's very exclusive.
It is. And it comes from out west, and I believe it's where some kind of pine beetle actually kills the tree, and as it's dying or whatever, it gets these colors and stuff in it.
And all those little wormholes.
Yeah, those are little wormholes in it. And of course, the kiln, when they kiln dried, it kills everything.
And again, we chose not to put a clear coat or anything on it. We kind of just left it
natural. And then we have a catch-all little closet back in here. You got to make use of all the space.
We have used every inch of this house. But that's like, you don't look at it.
Yep. And then electrical room.
Yeah.
In the future, may go out to a garage.
To a garage, yes.
At some point in the future.
So
you just want to take them through here?
Yeah. Do you want to take them through there?
No, you take them. Here.
You take them.
You talk. I'll run this.
Here we have our guest room. And again, to make use of space, we chose pocket doors so that we wouldn't have to have doors, place for doors to swing in and out. So it's not a huge guest bathroom, but it's big enough. It's also got the blue and buggy in it. And we have just a tub shower insert there. And then this was the return air.
It is.
So Jim built this nice little cabinet looking thing to hide it, which I think looks good, and it holds the things. And then in here we have our vanity we got from in town at a local antique store, and it was an old 1800s wash table, and so again, copper sink. Now it's a
there we go.
Now it's a running water.
It's really cute.
It's very cute. It's just an old wash table, which I love it. Solid wood. So then a water closet,
yes,
as they call it.
Look at the size of that sycamore tree.
I do want to note that every room in this house has a beautiful view out the window. Don't view yourself. Get a look at that view out that window. Look how beautiful that is.
That is pretty.
It is very beautiful.
There's your, is that your great-grandpa's old tractor?
That is my grandfather's old tractor. Yeah. John Henry, we named it. So here we have a pull-down attic. So we do this part of the house doesn't have the vaulted ceilings because it has a little bit of an attic space.
Yeah, we did
there.
need some storage.
Yeah. And so I'm going to let you take over because you know what I said. This whole build, all things construction are deferred to Jim Dick. So I will let you continue on telling them how you built this wonderful house.
Oh, gosh, I don't remember. Another pocket door. Once again, need to save all the room you can.
That's right.
And then, of course, to make the house feel bigger, you could vault the ceilings. It's nice. And the dormers, a little extra cost.
But they look fantastic.
And I'm glad we did it.
I'm glad
she was totally right.
Yes. That's on video.
That wall is 15 feet, 14 something, 11 and a quarter, if I remember correctly.
So this room doubles as our guest room and my office. So my office is now in here, which is pretty good. I've got a good place to work right there.
It is.
This is my view. And then if you were the guest here, this would be your view when you wake up every morning. The guest room. This is kind of just a middle, I call it the middle earth, the middle walkway. We've got a kind of a bar with some bar stools. Kids like to sit there and watch TV when they're here, and then that's our doors out to the back.
Originally, I think the drawings we drew up, we was going to do a double door here.
We found the double doors, but then when it was time for us to go buy them, they did not have them in stock. And they didn't, with the supply chain issues and all that, they didn't know when they would get them back in.
That's right. But while we was there talking to them about that, Kathy seen this door and fell in love with it.
Yes.
And we ended up putting it in, which I'm glad we did.
I'm glad we did too.
Because we would have lost some room right here for the kitchen table and
dining room table and my reading nook. So, and now we are on to the dining room.
It's made out of sassafras. Gosh, we made this when we built the last house.
We made this over in Nashville. I have video. We have video, I think, on Facebook of you doing this. Yeah. But I absolutely love this table. Yeah. Show you that from.
Oh yeah. Designed it, built it myself.
Yes, and it is lovely.
Out of sassafras lumber given to me again by my uncle.
Yep. And so that is our dining room. And then right next to the dining room.
On to the living room.
The living room.
The mantle.
Yes.
Which this mantle actually came out of an old log that was just laying in the woods over at our place in Nashville.
Yes, it was.
And I actually took a chainsaw and sliced it. And then a grinder and a belt sander and smoothed it all down and
look
made a mantle out of it.
How beautiful that is. It is gorgeous, and I absolutely love it.
Just an old oak.
Yep.
And then, of course, we got the fireplace. It's basically backup heat if we lose power, but it's also nice if you just want to have a fire.
It's very nice, yeah.
Kathy picked these stones out at a place over Knoxville somewhere.
Yes, Lord, we looked all over Knoxville.
Oh my gosh!
For the stone for this. You know, this room is a little dark with the color choice that I chose for the wood. Like with the white cabinets, the white stone just kind of brightened up the room a little bit.
Yeah, it made it feel a lot better.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it turned out nice.
It turned out beautiful. And, I remember that you had them all laid out in the floor here.
Laid them out on the floor, about the size I needed.
Doing a little puzzle, trying to put in a little puzzle, and then you'd get them all put together, and then you'd put them up on the wall. One little section.
Kind of laid them out in the section and size they went that I could get in here. Laid them all out and said, okay, that looks good, and put them on and did another section and so on. But it turned out nice. I like it.
It did. The most exciting room in the house, Jim's
jungle room.
So this is the master bedroom, but we call it Jim's jungle because these are all Jim's jungle animals that he got when he went on a hunting trip in Africa.
Yeah.
And here is the part of the house where we don't have closet doors yet.
Because closet doors, let me tell you, closet doors are totally overrated. You don't need them.
So these are his and her closets.
Yep.
And so I like the little edge up there. We use it for some storage. And then
I can't remember. Well, we decided to do that for storage, I think
we decided to do that for your animals.
I did need a place to put them.
Yes. So he's been carrying these animals around for nearly 2 decades. He has never lived in a place that he could properly display them. And so he designed this layout of this bedroom
just for them.
Just for that, and I'm happy to accommodate that.
They kind of stare at you at night.
They do.
Then we decided put a little arch here.
Yeah. And so I wanted a barrel ceiling somewhere in this house.
Yeah.
And so I got this little that leads into the master bathroom. Yeah. So this is a little barrel archway right here that leads into this beautiful master bathroom.
So this tub, I shopped around because I'm 6 foot tall, and not that I take a lot of baths, but if you're 6 foot tall, who wants to sit in a bathtub and your knees knock you in the chin? You could just sit back, relax, stretch out. You can sit right in here. You open these up, and you can just see out there, listen to the nature. Just sit back and relax and put your toes.
That's right. So that's the tub area, which is absolutely gorgeous. And again, that is the cypress.
This is a cypress, Pecky cypress kind of.
I found this vanity, or the desk, at the antique store over in Morristown, and thought it would be a great double as a vanity and a sink vanity and a makeup vanity. So Jim again got my sink, got my gold fixtures. I don't know how that happened, but so Jim installed all of this and plumbed it all up, and then Jim bought me this cabinet for Christmas last year.
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
It's actually from Germany.
It is. It's antique. It's from Germany. Still have a missing piece in the bathroom.
Down in my shop.
Yeah.
I'm making a sink.
Yeah.
And I found it while we were framing, like 2 years ago, and I just haven't finished it yet. I got to find a piece of copper for it. But anyhow, it's going to go there. I think we have a video about that. That was for my grandpa's old farm.
Oh, and it turned out so good.
It did turn out
nice. Check the video. We'll put a link below to that video so you can see how Jim made that mirror, because it turned out great. And then Jim picked this up. This is going to be his little vanity cabinet. And then Jim did the shower. He laid all the tile.
Laid the tile, did all the prep work.
So
I mean, it's a shower.
It's a shower.
It's light and airy.
Yeah. It's super nice.
Look up. Yeah. It's a walk-in shower. I think it's like 7 feet deep. It's almost 8 feet.
It is, yeah.
That's Maggie's bed.
It's Maggie's
room.
About
all the dirt right there.
It's Maggie's
Maggie
room.
lays there and sleeps there, and you clean it one day and it's dirty.
That's right. That's Maggie's room. We inverted the colors in this bathroom. So the walls are white and the ceiling is flagstone.
Yeah.
And again, this has a pocket door.
Yeah. And last but not least, the hardwood floors are hickory, and we bought them locally. There is a place over in
Morristown
that actually mills it and ships it throughout the country somewhere. But we got a good price on it, and then we sanded it and finished it ourselves.
Which is just really a clear coat.
Yeah, but yeah, it is just clear coat. We didn't have to stain it. It has enough colors in it.
Yeah. It's the same floor throughout the entire house.
It is.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of the house. And so now we're going to sit down. We want to sit down and talk about exactly how we built this house for $104 a square foot.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, how big is this house?
1,440 square feet.
So it's not a big house. It's not a big house, but it is, 99.9% of the time, it is just the two of us here and Maggie. So our main goal when we moved here was to build it for cash and not have to take a mortgage. And I am happy to say that we did accomplish that. We bought our land for cash. We built this house for cash.
What was left.
What was left. And so I'll let you start with how we started.
Yeah, so how we started, I guess, well, a little background. I actually framed houses, had my own business for 20 years or so, I guess. Well, I had my business for 20, but I'd been in the construction industry for quite a few years. So I had the experience there, and I always kind of paid attention to the other trades.
Yeah, and I'll just say, too, we are in a county in Northeast Tennessee that has no restrictions other than the state restriction on the septic permit. So you got to check with where you are in your state and your locality to see if there are any, what permitting requirements and restrictions there are. And also, we are in an area that we are able to be our own contractor. And I don't think you said that's not everywhere that you can be your own contractor.
Yeah, some municipalities you cannot be your own contractor. You have to actually have a builder's license, at least to get the permits and stuff.
Yeah, right. So we were able to hire our own subcontractors that we needed. We were able to negotiate the pricing with all of that.
Okay, here's what we hired out. We had to hire out the septic, going from the ground up. We hired out the block work for the foundation.
We poured our footings.
We poured the footings. So we paid somebody to lay the block work.
The HVAC.
The HVAC. We paid somebody to insulate. We ended up going with the spray foam, and which is a big cost savings, maybe on the back end of things. So I guess where we save the most money is labor.
I would say 90% of the labor of the savings was in labor, but I was surprised at some of the things that didn't cost nearly as much as I thought they were. When we first started, he drew the plans for the house,
which saved us money.
Yeah, and then he went down and kind of estimated what every part of the house build was going to cost. Yeah. And then your estimates, all of the subs came in a whole lot cheaper than what you had estimated, which was good because all of the lumber estimated
all of the materials
was way over.
Was way over.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's at 8% inflation.
Yeah, exactly. So,
8%.
yeah. What percentage of, if somebody were to go and have a house built, how much of that cost is labor?
At least half.
At least 50%. And then your builder has 10 to 12%. That's what the builder gets as his profit. 60 to 75% of the cost of having a house built is labor and contractor. Doing the work ourselves and sourcing all of the materials ourselves, we were able to save a significant amount of money there. So I would say that we built this house for $104 a square foot total cost. That's including the light fixtures, everything, move-in ready.
Driveway.
The driveway.
Even though it's just gravel.
If we had to go the normal route and hire a contractor who then hired all the subs and they sourced all the materials, how much would we have had to pay?
Now this is a custom house.
This is 100%
so you wouldn't
custom
have a
house.
custom at all. It'd be sheetrock and paint.
Yeah.
The going rate, it's right now it's $250 a square foot to $300 in our area.
Yeah, so that is a significant that is a significant savings because we did it ourselves. And hey, you can see us, we are not spring chickens.
Nope. So a few years on us.
It's a few years on us. So if we can do it,
you can.
Certainly anybody can do it.
On the framing, when we framed it, we actually a friend of mine actually come and help me put the rafters on.
Yes.
And then one of the neighbors actually helped quite a bit as far as framing the walls.
Yeah, so we did have some help along the way in those things. And Billy, if you ever watch this, bless you. Billy. Thank you for coming from California to help us build this house, and come back to see us real soon. But Kim and Daryl down the road, they're fantastic, fabulous neighbors, and Daryl is just a wonderful helper. So you know, if anybody's still watching this hour-long video,
bless you,
bless you, thank you. We appreciate you watching us. But if you're interested to see the breakdown of everything that we paid, we're happy to share that. You can just either comment and ask for it, and we'll send it to you via email, and if you would like a chat with Jim about how you would go about doing that, just send him a comment. Or
I'll give you some free advice.
That's right. You can always email us at twoturtleshomestead@gmail.com. Yeah. We're happy to help because we do think that in the times that we're living in, and then the cost of housing that's going through the roof, that people are going to have to start making some serious choices and going to have to start learning some skills and doing things for themselves. So we're happy to help. But hey, thanks for sticking around with us. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of our house, and we love it here. And hey, come see us sometime. We'd be happy to have you.
We'll see you.
Bye.